Nos levantamos en armas para quitarles el mando a los Gachupines, que se han entregado a los franceses y quieren que nosotros, los americanos, corramos la misma suerte, lo cual no consentiremos jamás. Debemos salvar nuestra santa religión de los impíos. Acabar también con los privilegios de los Gachupines, que tanto daño nos han hecho. Mírense las caras hambrientas, los harapos, la triste condición en la que viven. Porque nosotros somos los verdaderos dueños de estas tierras. ¡Viva la independencia! ¡Viva la América! ¡Muera el mal gobierno! ¡Mueran los Gachupines!
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my latest Let's Play series, in which we will be playing Victoria 2, the Concert of Europe mod, as the Empire of Mexico. I have to say I have missed Victoria 2, as much fun as I've been having in Elder Kings, and judging from all the feedback I've been hearing, I think I'm not alone in that. I think most of this audience would like me to get back to the good shit, so here I am, back on the good shit. But it's a bit different this time. We're playing with a different mod. Most notably, and obviously, it has a different start date, starting from 1821, roughly at the time, Napoleon died. The Concert of Europe truly went into effect, and we're not at war with Spain at the moment, but technically speaking, the treaty that ended the war was not signed for another 26 days, and more to the point, it wasn't really recognized as legitimate for another 9 years after that. But still, we are playing as the Empire of Mexico, an independent country that exists essentially as the result of a sort of Thermidorian betrayal of the original spirit of the revolution, in which the General Agustin Iturbide, sorry, I don't know, my mouth is dry or something, and also I'm quite white. Anyway, he was originally a royalist general who switched over to the other side when it became clear that the Spanish monarchy was no longer capable of holding back the tide of liberalism and republicanism even in their own country. So essentially, it was a reaction. It was based on the three guarantees of independence, supremacy of the Catholic Church, and ending of the race-based privilege system that had existed in New Spain. So at present, we have a conservative government in place. Now, there are also several other differences that this mod provides, because it is based not on the historical project mod, but on the population demand mod, with a few other mods thrown into the base. Among other things, we have different resources. As you can see here, like, the icons look different. They look a little weird. I kind of don't like them. But, yeah, you have food crop replaces grain. Yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff, including, you've got to produce, gunpowder for those early black powder guns, and then you have Also, you need horses if you want cavalry, which, you know, I like that as a change. I have not played a full game based on the population demand mod before, but I have heard from others that there are some things that people don't like about it, that economically it gets a bit too easy toward the late game. But we'll have to see about that when it happens, because I am very nearly, although, you know, not quite literally playing this blind. Like, I've never played a full game through with this, whereas with the historical flavor mod, I had played a whole ton of games with, you know, and multiple ones with Ethiopia alone. So this one's going to be all new to me, but we're going to make we're going to start by making our decisions. It's not that different, although it works quite differently, so I feel like I don't need to explain the basic mechanics here. One of the changes that is made is that there are different unit types. You have regulars, which are what infantry is, and irregulars, but you also have mobile artillery, like some horse-drawn artillery, and infantry, which is a different sort of thing from a regular. I guess this is like the equivalent of like mobilized troops. In any case, I'm going to be getting rid of these 4 and replacing them with higher quality ones. I have a corps on Chiapas. You know, as much as it pains the anarchist in me, I think I'm going to want to go to war to claim that. So, meantime, let's build up our other units. I think the rest of them I can continue building up tomorrow. You know, once I hit play. So, I would like to, I think, describe my goals in this campaign. I kind of want to be the Cheeseburger blocking squad. I would like to make sure that the United States of America goes no further west than the Missouri, or at the very least, does not reach the Pacific. Texas is going to have to stay in our court for as long as possible. So in order to do that, we're probably going to need to make a friend, and the one I've got in mind is Britain. Britain is probably the right way to go on this. Just going to have to butter up to them. Unfortunately, Britain is close friends at the moment with Spain, who doesn't really like us right now, for reasons that are fairly obvious. Another goal I have, obviously, is great power status. I think that's that should be fairly easy and doable. And yeah, those are my broad strategic goals with this campaign. And so, without further ado, I think I am going to first choose my pop focuses. I'm going to encourage intellectuals. We need to boost that. Literacy rate, and also we are going to want to at some point be able to build factories. So probably I'm going to want to maybe get the reactionaries in charge, because they're state capitalist as opposed to interventionalist. Interventionism is kind of the worst of both worlds. You don't get any of the cool laissez-faire buffs, but you also can't choose which factories to build. You can only finance factories that your capitalists are already building. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. But, in any case, let us finance our education, finance our administration. Get to unpausing. Yeah, that's our introduction to CoE and education setup. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, and one more regular. we have any other generals? No, we don't. Apparently our best active general is busy betraying the revolution. Well, he was originally only supposed to be like a regent, but no European monarch wanted to take the throne they had on offer. So they got rid of him pretty damn quickly. And I think rightly so. He really had no business leading the nation. Yeah, I'm going to keep crises enabled because I like chaos. Yeah, this is only so our new first minister is an expert diplomat, I guess. We can take the move that Iturbides himself took and take away some of the reforms of the constitutional reforms that we were promised. Going to want to outlaw slavery as soon as we can. Now, let's see what our buffs and debuffs are. We're on water wheel power for now. Yeah, this mod has a few localization issues, I think. We can't colonize because we're not a secondary power right now. See how the various wars are going around. With some of the other Latin American wars of independence are going on right now, as well as the Greek War of Independence. This is one of the problems I've always had with the 1836 start date. It misses out on so many of these vitally important events. Which, you know, not cool in my book. Okay, crop rotation, that's nice. Meanwhile, Egypt is conquering the Sudan. Escaped slaves in this province have formed quilombos, settlements of ex-slaves in hard-to-reach places. It might be some time before we can root them out. Well, bad news for my RGO throughput. At some point, going to want to switch to that party and start building factories to allow me to produce my own military equipment at least, although I don't really have, I do not believe I have any craftsmen. Yeah, 0 craftsmen. One of the reasons why Malthusian thought is vitally important for me to be seeking out right now. Was there a new political party that just emerged? Or something? Oh. Yeah, anarcho-liberals. They cannot be disabled in this mod. So we've got this big ahistorical thing in the middle of our 19th century. Can't say I've ever been too fond of it. So, let's continue to boost our relations with the UK. Or start boosting them, I guess. Okay, our upper house is heavily conservative right now. Yeah, the reactionaries have suffered a pretty big defeat. Okay, who are the separatists? Yeah, I'll switch to the Partido Imperialista. Well, population growth, that's good. Loss of education efficiency, that's bad. Social tensions. Issue change speed plus 60. Well, yeah, a lot of turbulence going on. And Liberia has just been created. Or at least it... Yeah, there we go. That old American-African project. So... we are fairly entirely lacking in the required craftsmen in order to build any factories at all. And in any case, yeah, building too many factories even at the 1836 start date is generally a bad idea. But I think this war for Chiapas is going to be a good idea. So, let's just head straight to Guatemala, I guess. Central American Provisional Government in Guatemala City has positioned to join its lands to the Mexican Empire. Okay, we'll welcome them. Do we extend slavery? Yeah, if I had known that this event happened, I would not have declared war in the first place. We are going to be a bulwark against the American slaveocracy. This is going to piss off the Texans and probably lead to the tensions that caused the Mexican-American War. Don't let anyone tell you different, that it wasn't caused by slavery. So, The First Mexican Empire. After winning independence, Mexico's elites had intended to establish a constitutional monarchy with an emperor chosen from a European noble house. However, Spain refused to recognize the new nation as legitimate, and other crowned heads hesitated. In the meantime, the popular general who had been made president of the regency, Agustin de Iturbide, built support for his own claim to the throne. I've kind of already explained this to you. So, I can... change to an absolute monarchy or a constitutional monarchy. I'm going to switch to constitutionalism. Okay, so we can create a colony in Mexican Arizona. Okay, advance Empire of Mexico. So let's pause for a moment, see what's going on. I want to try and keep our militancy as low as we can. Mexican Arizona has coal and iron. Yeah, we want to get as much of that as we can. Now that we are a secondary power, we can do this. So, I'm going to need to boost our colonial power, probably by building harbors. This should not be called Houston. I may need to go into the file somehow and change the names of Houston and Austin, because those are not the proper names of those towns. Those are the names that were given by those damn Yankees, who I know would object to being called Yankees, but in this case, that is precisely the correct way to refer to them. Alright, that should boost our power somewhat. Let's see, can we boost relations again with Britain? Alright, we must claim the territories of Nuevo Mexico. Alright. So I think we can get these by event, even if we can't get them any other way. Next election is due in a few years. If nothing else, I may want to at least start, because I might not ever be able to have a party with a state capitalist policy again. So I may want to be building them up anyway. I'm going to have to see about that later. Again, there's so much I don't know about how the new and different resources work in this mod. Well, the Dominican Republic seems to be doing well enough. Colombians might need some help. Just going to have to hope those nefarious Spaniards are kicked the hell out of our continent. But I think that is going to have to wait until next time. Our struggles to expand northward and our struggles to grow our industry, grow our literacy, and grow our nation generally. Probably going to have to wait at least until we get Malthusian thought. So, until next time, I have been Maricotti, you have been you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Viva Mexico! I will see you next time.